The draft is just a day away. We're getting the final word in from teams. We bring it to you in our Draft Confidential. Nolan, first up, Quinton Coples, one of the most talked about prospects in this draft. It seems like throughout the process he's been up and down and up and down. No one can get a good read on him. What are you hearing is the latest?
Well, all along there was no question that he had top 10 talent. He showed it at the Senior Bowl. I think he worked out well at the Combine, and that sure sounds like where he's going to go. If you look at the character concerns, it's really competitiveness, lack of effort, just shutting it down as a senior that concern teams, and I think there's enough demanding defensive line coaches that feel like they're going to be able to get the most out of him. So there's a very good chance he'll go in the top 15. I've even heard that there are teams in the top 10 looking at him right now.
It just seems like he's one of the most debated, talked about. You're trying to figure out if you can get something out of that guy. The talent is unquestionable. Kendall Wright, one of the top wide receivers after the Blackman and Michael Floyd grouping, we've heard a lot about throughout this draft process. He may be moving down.
Yeah, his pro day workout was really disappointing, measuring 16% body fat, one of the highest of receivers in the last decade. I think really hurt his case, really showed that he's not much of a worker. I think teams have legitimate concerns. I don't think he's going to go in the first round, and it wouldn't surprise me if he even slid out of the second.
He does have the playmaking ability, it's just you question if he's not coming in shape to his workouts, what kind of player is he going to be? We've heard Fleener's name possibly ending up at the end of the first round, maybe the Giants or another team around there, but you don't think that's going to happen?
The tight end class is very interesting this year. I think there's still a chance Fleener winds up in the first, but you look at the other tight ends, I think Orson Charles can easily slide down the board. Dwayne Allen could slide. And you look at a couple of risers. SMU's Taylor Thompson worked out as a tight end instead of a defensive end. And you even have some other down-the-line prospects that I think are creeping up. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that position.
What do you think the ceiling is for Fleener?
I think there's a good chance that teams in the back of the first round are looking at him, but it wouldn't be a surprise to see him in the second, and I know there's some teams that have him sitting there later in the third and fourth even.
See if he could maybe team back up with Andrew Luck in Indianapolis, always a possibility. We've heard about other corners besides Morris Claiborne, guys like Stephon Gilmore that's maybe working his way up, Janoris Jenkins, which may be falling down. There's another guy that could be sneaking up as well.
Yeah, Tremaine Johnson from Montana is very talented. Evaluators have even said that they'd take him in the 10 to 20 range if he didn't have all the off-the-field concerns. I think it's rich. He's coming from a small school, didn't run well at the Combine, and you just don't know what you're getting from a makeup standpoint. But there's a good chance he'll go early in the second round.
We've seen small school corners go early in the first round before guys like Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. We'll see if Tremaine Johnson can work his way in there. That's the latest we're hearing in our Draft Confidential. For the best draft coverage, be sure to check us out at ProFootballWeekly.com.